Many predators have developed amazing skills that allow them to capture larger prey. Have you ever seen a jaguar take out a caiman? What about a cobra eating a python? If you want to see some unexpected hunting moments, keep watching as we look at the most amazing and skillful hunting moments of predators. Number 15. Jaguar versus anaconda. What an amazing sighting. On the banks of Pantanal, two of Brazil's apex predators collide. And despite a valiant effort by the anaconda, the jaguar emerges victorious. Watch how this jaguar drags a huge anaconda on the ground. The anaconda seems to be coiled around the jaguar's head, but it's not the case. The jaguar is biting into the anaconda so it can take it somewhere to finish it off. What a powerful cat the jaguar is. This mom and her cub pull a smaller anaconda out of the water and bring it on land. The cub tries to pull the anaconda away from his mom. This little escapade is turning into a picnic at the beach. It's time to get the grill and start cooking. Number 14. Dog versus raccoon. These three dogs attack a raccoon, and the raccoon is getting a beating. The dogs mangle and drag the raccoon all over the ground. Even after all these attacks, the raccoon is still standing. This Rottweiler gives this raccoon no chance when it bites right in the midsection. All the raccoon can do is hope to get out of the scuffle alive. This dog attacks a raccoon, but man does it put up a fight. I don't understand why this imbecile brings his dog out to kill a raccoon. The raccoon is outmatched, but I was cheering for it the entire time. These two dogs attack and kill a raccoon, and the dog's owner pets them, letting them know they did good. I don't understand why people have their dogs kill raccoons for sport. But hey, what do I know? These three dogs are all over this raccoon, and it doesn't take time before they destroy and kill the animal. This dogs hunting raccoons is not my cup of coffee. Number 13. Leopard versus hyena. A curious hyena interrupted this extremely unusual encounter of a leopard and her youngster playing. What the hyena failed to realize is that a mother's instinct is unbreakable, and she will go to any length to protect her children. This is a one-of-a-kind and highly unusual sight. What was even more amazing was how the youngster spotted the hyena and bolted into the distance, and how the mother instantly rushed to rescue her son after chasing the hyena away. The cub was unharmed but terrified, hanging to the trunk 50 meters away. This leopard has just killed a hyena and is carrying it in its mouth. When a leopard's meal is threatened, it may kill a hyena. However, I've heard that leopards will seldom go after a hyena to intentionally kill it so they can eat it. A hyena, on the other hand, being a natural, opportunistic predator/scavenger, might kill and consume a leopard. Well, guess what? This leopard has just broken the rule, because it looks like he has no qualms about eating this hyena. I guess the tender meat was too hard to resist. This video was taken only minutes after an elderly male leopard killed a baby hyena. It gets snatched from a culvert on the tar road just south of the H6. This leopard was in urgent need, as you can tell by his poor health. And the reason for this is that he can no longer hunt effectively. He walked down the road checking various culverts and got lucky on his fourth effort. Number 12. Jaguar versus tapir. Tapirs are not easy to kill, but it looks like this jaguar had the playbook on tapirs and killed this one. This is what is left of the tapir after the jaguar ate right through it. This jaguar has made a kill during a night hunt, and you can see the results of the kill in some color photographs. Someone must have mistaken this wild pig for an anteater and slipped this clip in there, or it's just a practical joke. Nonetheless, this certainly looks like a wild pig to me, and it's quite aggressive, enough to keep the jaguar away. Number 11. Snake versus frog. This snake is trying to prevent this frog from escaping, even though the frog is trying really hard to get out of there. Things become worse for the frog when the snake begins to swallow it whole. There goes the frog, and the snake is on his way. This snake tries to eat these frogs, but they are venomous. Can the snake swallow a venomous frog? Let's see what happens. It looks like it can't. You can see the weird face the snake is making after it realizes these frogs don't taste like the others. These two large grass snakes are the same size and fight stubbornly for a captured frog, as only one will end up with the frog. The frog must be wondering why it's getting all this love. Because of their little scuffle over the frog, the snake almost lets the frog escape when it frees itself from one snake, but the other snake follows the frog into the water. Number 10. Jaguar versus Cayman. Jaguars normally hunt alone, but it's possible that these two are a couple. An animal of this size must eat a lot of meat and live in an ecosystem with enormous prey such as deer, cayman, paca, capybara, tapir, and easy-to-catch large fish. Jaguars are extremely scarce in Costa Rica, and their future is uncertain. Cattle ranchers, despite being legally protected, occasionally kill jaguars who have developed a passion for horses and cattle. This jaguar carries a dead cayman out of the water. This is rather a small cayman, but the jaguar is also a young cub. So the cayman is just the right size for the young jaguar. Check out this jaguar slaying a cayman in the Pantanal of Brazil. This is a perfect illustration of how the big cat uses stealth to hunt, and how explosive it is in the moment of predation. A fully mature jaguar may capture any crocodilian regardless of species, such as the Nile or Orinoco croc, or any other cayman including the black cayman, if their head fits in the mouth and it can crush their skull with a single lethal bite. One bite from a jaguar can be enough to snatch a meal. Jaguars can hold on to larger and more powerful prey like the cayman because of the way they hunt. Other huge cats suffocate their victims by encircling their neck with their mouths. Jaguars, on the other hand, kill by piercing their victim with powerful bites. You can see the numerous bite marks on this dead cayman right before the jaguar drags the reptile to a better hiding place. Number 9. Komodo dragon versus stingray/shark. I've seen the Komodo dragon hunt and kill many types of animals, but this is the first time I see a Komodo swallowing a stingray. I guess it's true that Komodos will eat anything in their path. Komodo dragons are carnivorous reptiles that eat all types of meat, whether fresh or dead. Because its mouth cavity is wide like that of a crocodile, the Komodo dragon consumes its food without chewing it. That's exactly what it does when it plucks the stingray out of the water. This Komodo went for a stroll on the beach, and it came across a dead beach stingray. It decided to get a taste of the creature, but when it didn't taste so good, the Komodo threw the stingray away. If you thought eating a stingray was wild, check out this Komodo out when it pulls another rabbit, a shark, out of its hat and has it for lunch. The Komodo gulps the shark whole in 5 seconds. Number 8. Dog attacks baboon. This dog attacks a baboon and keeps biting it in the rear end. The baboon desperately tries to escape, but it's not going to be easy. The dog pulls the baboon down over and over again, and all the baboon wants is to get out of there. This male baboon is attacked by 2 dogs, and the dogs mangle the baboon badly. The baboon remains on the ground even after the dog stops biting it. I guess the baboon is dead, and that's why it's not moving. This monkey pulled a moon on this dog, and the dog was offended, so it decided to give the monkey a piece of his mind. But the monkey tries to explain to the dog that it wasn't his fault if his butt was bare. Number 7. Alligator versus bobcat and badger. This crocodile is eating a honey badger, but the guy filming wasn't sure if the croc made the kill, or if he just found the dead honey badger and ate it. This alligator looks like it's eating an otter at first, but it ends up being a bobcat if you look closely at the animal. It has 4 legs, and the color scheme of a bobcat. Of course, it's not easy to tell because the dead animal is covered with mud, and the alligator is also toying with it. So it's not easy to confirm 100% what it is, but I'm guessing it's a bobcat. Number 6. Jaguar versus capybara. You can see how big the capybara is when the jaguar runs right for it and grabs it by the collar. Although the capybara is nearly as big as the jaguar, it lacks the jaguar's strength, and it's no match for the jaguar's deadly jaws. A female jaguar caught up to a capybara after a few hours of hunting with no success. When everyone thought the jaguar had given up, it came back for another round and captured the huge rodent. This jaguar is stalking a few capybaras on the beach when it decides to run for the kill and ambush one of the large rodents. Once the jaguar has its paws on the giant rodents, there is no escaping. These rodents are so big, it's hard for them to hide anywhere. What puzzles me is why they hang around where most other predators look for them hanging out. This includes anacondas. Number 5. Dog versus hyena. I don't know how many dogs are mauling this hyena, but there must be at least 30 dogs biting and tearing this hyena to shreds. When the men pull out the hyena from under the dogs, it is definitely dead. Another hyena finds itself in trouble when a pack of dogs and a man try to kill it. The man uses a stick to hold the hyena back. The dog bite the hyena wherever they can. As the dogs pull the hyena down the mountain, the man hits it with his stick. Number 4. Blue heron hunting. Another juvenile alligator pays the price with his life when a blue heron captures and devours it in a neighborhood pond. I guess alligator is a delicacy in this part of the world for herons. Just when you thought you had seen it all, check out this blue heron snatching and swallowing a young alligator. There you go, another delicious meal. Number 3. King cobra versus python. The two of the world's largest and deadliest reptiles are the python and the king cobra. In terms of distinctions, pythons are non-venomous constrictors, but the king cobra is known for its lethal toxin. In addition, pythons are often larger, longer, and have better camouflage, whereas king cobras are far more agile. A python is wrapped around a king cobra and it's squeezing hard. The cobra looks stuck, and from the looks of it, it's going to need a miracle to free itself. Its head looks like it's going to burst. Although it looked like the python had things under control, it's the cobra that gets the last word when it swallows the python whole. Pythons are big snakes, so this cobra needs to open his mouth wide. I'm wondering if the python is no longer than the cobra, how will it fit? These are some of the things that make you go, Another cobra bites the dust when a python coils itself around it and suffocates it before it is swallowing it whole. I guess you can't win them all. Number 2. Jaguar versus dog. In this movie, a white dog prepares to defend his master by taking on a jaguar. The dog's master has a rifle and aims to kill the jaguar, but he must be careful he doesn't shoot his own dog. The dog and the jaguar engage in a fight when the animal shoots the jaguar and kills him. Unfortunately, it may have been too late, because the dog is unconscious, laying right next to the big cat. Maybe the dog isn't dead, but there's a good possibility it is. These dogs have cornered a jaguar, but instead of attacking it, they merely bark at it. Even if they tried, I'm sure they wouldn't make it out alive. Although the cat hisses and swings its paws, the dogs remain at a safe distance. The dog's continuous barking irritates the cat. The cat lunges at the dogs, but they are too quick to be struck. When the leopard realizes it isn't going to work, he flees, but the dogs follow right behind. The leopard is tired, and the guys on horses are approaching to capture it. I'm in awe at how brave the dogs are. The guys aim to capture the leopard without harming it, while the dogs keep the jaguar's back against the wall. The jaguar is kept so busy by the barking dogs and never hears from the man above with the rope in his hand, ready to capture the feline. The leopard is apprehended once the rope is hurled. To end the chase, the dogs are instantly dragged away, and a net is thrown over the jaguar to complete the catch. Number 1. Owl versus rabbits. These rabbits were too comfortable in the middle of the night, and that's when they had a surprise visit from an owl, who arrived just on time for a midnight snack. Owls are excellent hunters who relish the opportunity to dine on rodents, foals, and other small prey. An adult rabbit can be taken down and carried away by some owl species, and almost all can kill a kitten rabbit. A rabbit is exchanged after a quick chase by this owl. The male owl killed the rabbit, and now the female owl returned to the nest. Whoever thought owls worked in teams like this? Another night hunt for a hungry owl is successful when the bird of prey captures an innocent rabbit and kills it. Rabbits are so vulnerable when they decide to walk around. They can be attacked from the air or the ground, and they don't have many weapons to defend themselves. I like most of these videos, but the dogs attacking the hyena left me speechless. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our look at the most amazing and skillful hunting moments of predators. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.